my heart. We may be apart, but you stay with me. You are an angel that looks down on us. You make my life a lot easier to bear. Oh, where are you now, my sweet? Oh, where are you now? You are an angel in the sky. You are so very high. I look around and I see you smiling at me. I look around, and all I see is you. Oh, why do we do the things we do? Why is it only to shape our lives and help others realize that we must live our lives to our own purpose, whatever that may be. Live our lives to our own purpose, whatever that may be.
Hey everybody, you're at the Mini Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, this is the show where Foreave Stars International shine. It's for entrepreneurs in the entertainment field. And tonight we have some great guests for you, so keep tuned. Here we go at the Dream Machine USA, telling you, lift your glasses, get all your hors d'oeuvres ready, because we're going to have fun tonight. You're at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios and our TV studios, Mini Woodstock Festival. So join us, have fun tonight. We've got some great guests for you. Yay! Keep tuned, everybody. Well, here we are at the Mini Woodstock Festival, and Lucy Lucas, so happy to see you all again this month, and very, very excited because we have a wonderful star from the Aussie bands, including Co-op. Yes, this international star has arrived in Santa Barbara. That was her, and she was dancing with Janet, who's me, as you all know, way back in the 60s to 1972. Nolene and Janet were go-go dancers, and we're going to have a lovely walk down memory lane today, and I know everybody's excited out there. I got lots of emails from people all over the world saying, you better get Nolene on the Mini Woodstock, Lucy. But anyway, Nolene's here, and she came over with her girlfriend Marilyn, and she's very excited to be here. They've been in Vegas, and we're going to get so much out of Nolene today. So get your hors d'oeuvres, get your drinks. They may not be alcoholic, but make sure you get some drinks and get ready for a fun Mini Woodstock with Lucy Looker and Nolene Kelly Wickham. Nolene Kelly when I knew her and when we were dancing. So Nolene, it's so great. Here you are in Santa Barbara. Hey!
Cheers. It's only taken 50 years.
No. Oh, well, I guess
No,
not
45.
50, is it? Really?
1966 we met.
That's true. 1966 at
Yes.
the Australian Broadcasting Corporation.
Yes.
Those were some days, weren't they?
Yes, and how old were we then?
Oh my gosh, 66, I was about 16, I think.
17.
17? 16. Well, I came in the March.
You came in the
66
March,
in the
and I-
March, and we were both 17 in the July. 'Cause
In the
Nolene
July.
is a Cancer like me. Her birthday's 1 week before Lucy's and Janet. Anyway, so tell me, let's go back down memory lane. So there we are, I remember in Penrith. Do you remember us in Penrith?
Absolutely. Miles and miles from Leichhardt, Sydney, Australia. Yes.
Yeah, Nolly was from Leichhardt, and that was not very far from Sydney, actually, very close to the Harbour Bridge.
Remember we walked home from Manly once. Not from Manly, we caught the ferry to Circular Quay and we walked all the way to Leichhardt.
Oh my God, that's we did. We used to go dancing all the time, everywhere. And eventually we were in a few different dances. We danced at the Penrith Panthers Club. Yep, I was going out with Graham Coffey, and you were going out with John Wickham.
Who I married.
Who she married.
And then who divorced me.
How you doing, John? Anyway, but she had two lovely kids, Adam and Shani, that you had to leave. You're a grandma now.
I am a grandma to 4 beautiful grandsons.
Amazing.
Cohen, Elias, Jacob and Nico.
Wonderful. I know, I just saw the baby Nico. Oh my God, they're all gorgeous children. So with our dancing, I mean, there you go. Here we were in Sydney, Australia, doing a go-go act. Now, that was the days when people were actually behind bars, actually, didn't they? They used to do cage dancing, but not Nolene and I. No. We did this act. And we did every movement exactly the same, go-go dancing. And we got quite a lot of work out of it, actually. And we were flown to top sheep shearer balls. And our bows came along with us. John and Graham came along with us to make sure nothing happened to us. And we really had a lot of fun. And then we were on television. Do you remember that? Yeah, God didn't make the little green apples. Who were we singing in front of? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Nash? Was it Graham Nash?
No, I can't remember the name of the
No, it was
person.
some singer, and we were dancing and looking up at him adoringly.
The Rex Mossop football show. That's
Is that
what we're
it
on.
was? The
Yes.
Rex Mossop show. God,
Rex
is he
Mossop
still
football show.
around?
No, he died.
He died. God,
Sadly,
everybody
he
has to
passed
go.
away. Yes, Rex Mossop.
Wow, you've got a good memory, Rex Mossop. But you know what's really funny? I don't know if everybody else out there has watched the film called The Sapphires. It's called, isn't it? The Sapphires with, damn, what's that chap's name again? Oh, the guy who was the cop in The Bridesmaids.
Yes,
and
I don't know his name.
Oh my God.
Chris O'Donnell?
Is it Chris O'Dowd?
O'Dowd.
Chris O'Dowd?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a funny chap, and he was in The Bridesmaids as a policeman, and then he was in The Sapphires. And The Sapphires is a great movie, everybody. It's about 3 Aboriginal girls, and I won't spoil the story, but what was really funny is I was watching that movie, and I'm sure you did the same thing,
I did.
Nolene. I went, oh my gosh. I saw the advert that the Chris O'Dowd says to these 3 Aboriginal girls, you've got to go for this talent quest, you've got to go into this agency and do this. Well, the advert that they held up was the identical advert that our agent told us we had to go and try out for. Well, if you've watched this movie, The Sapphires, you'll know that the Aborigines went to Vietnam. These Aboriginal girls went to Vietnam, but they were singers. Well, we were dancers, and they wanted go-go dancers. Well, we got in too when we went for the audition, but they said you have to be willing for one go-go dancer to be in one helicopter and the other go-go dancer to be in the other helicopter. And we were like, ooh, we are 18, and we're like, ooh. We went home and we told our mums and our dads and that, and my mum said, well, it's your decision. And, you know, Dad said, that don't sound right to go into a war zone. And Nolan's mum said, well, I don't know, you know, better think about it wisely, girls. And so we looked at each other and said, well, if we can't be in the same helicopter forget it.
And we were young and we were innocent.
Exactly.
And that's why they liked us. We weren't like the normal go-go dancers. We did it properly and we did it our way.
And we also, remember Josie made our outfits.
Made all our costumes.
Josie, my sister, great, she's a great, what do you call her? Seamstress. She's a great seamstress. And for all our shows, well, actually all the shows, even our own shows, because Freddie and Josie have been singers and all their lives and dancers, she would make all the clothes. And so Josie made our outfits for all our go-go dancing. And of course, they were gorgeous. They were cute and lovely. We didn't show all our business.
No, we just showed a little bit of here, and sometimes not that. We have frills.
And they shook.
They shook. We shook our boobies.
Yeah, we shook the boobies and shook the bottoms. And we really were, everybody loved us, didn't they?
They did love us.
We had such a wonderful time, and we did that. Well, we both worked at the ABC. And then we did that in the evenings and the weekends.
Yeah, and we practiced.
And we had fun. And we had a lot of fun. And I don't know what happened to all the television stuff that we were on, but I know people have got it out there because different people.
Oh, they would have.
I think, and different cousins, cousin Molly, I think, has it and sent. It's anyway somewhere.
Yeah.
So one of these days, maybe we'll get some pictures of us doing our go-go dancing on television. The other things we did was lots and lots of fun going up to Surfers Paradise in
Surfers
Queensland.
Paradise. That's when we were 17. Our first holiday.
Oh my God! Do you remember that? Oh,
I do remember that because we never drank alcohol, we never smoked cigarettes,
no,
we never went out with bad men.
No, we didn't. No,
we were the little innocent girls, going away, just literally having lots of fun.
We did.
Yeah.
We had a blast. So, do you remember? I remember that. I still see you in that. Because Nolan, I'll tell you, she was like a real beauty. I mean, she still is, but she was like at 18, 19, 20, her figure was like, woohoo. And she wore this white bathing suit. I'll never forget this white bathing suit. And you had to lean out and feed the shark.
No, the porpoise. The dolphin.
The porpoise, whatever they
Yeah,
were.
whatever they were.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that picture of you. And it was so beautiful. And I still see it in my mind's eye, thinking back of the fun that we had up in Surfers Paradise.
We did have fun in Surfers Paradise.
Oh, Coolangatta. I mean, those were the days. I don't even know if they do all that anymore up there for the young people.
Well, the young people entertain themselves now because the young people go out at 18. They've done everything now. Most young people have done everything at 18. Whereas that was our first trip, my first trip away from my family.
Yeah.
From my mum and my dad and my sisters.
We had a ball, didn't we?
Yes, and living by myself.
Did we go by plane? How did we go there?
Train.
We went by
Train.
That's right. 1966.
Yes, we went by
that
train.
Was. Gosh, we had such a good time, didn't we?
We did everything. Really it was fun.
Time.
It was really good fun.
And this is like so amazing for me because the other last trip we had, we met each other for our 60th birthday in the Philippines. And we went to Boracay and of course, everybody knows, well, all the stars know that Boracay is where all the stars go. And while we were there, Brad Pitt and Jolie were on the same island with us. That's right. And it was interesting because there was about 4 Westerners, us. And us, yeah. And so, we were the stars of the Foreave Stars International running around Boracay Island. And I tell you, that's a really great place to go, but it's probably going to get like everything
commercialized.
Else now. I mean, we went there in 2009 and had such a great time. Now it's probably getting really, really commercialized like everything else, like Queensland did.
Yeah, same thing.
Up in Surfers, even California. So so tell us now. So now here we are, all these many years later, and you're in Vegas. That she just got, out of Vegas with Marilyn, her friend, And tell us about Vegas. What did you like about it?
Vegas is unbelievable. Unbelievable. You get there and it's just people. Well, we were there midweek, so it wasn't quite as crowded, which is still packed. But you walk into the hotel and it can take you 15 minutes to walk from one to the side to the other side. And you can have a whole city inside the hotel.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Yes, and we stayed at the Venetian and they have the canal. You can go on a gondola and it's the whole canal running through it and you've got St. Mark's Square and it's just magic.
It's magic.
Nothing
like Vegas.
And everyone is happy. And I think when people are in Vegas, they're all on holidays. But even the people, the staff, and everywhere we've been since we've been in the States, I don't know about other people, but everyone has been so helpful and so serviceable, haven't they, Marilyn? I can't believe it. It's wonderful.
I'm really happy to have you at the Dream Machine. I'm just so glad that you were able, in your busy holiday, to go, okay, Vegas and LA and Santa Barbara. You know, we're always happy to get you here. And hopefully next time we'll have it for 6 months. Yeah. And everybody knows JP Morgan. I think we can say that on television. Yes. Nolene has been with JP Morgan a long time.
9 years.
Yeah.
No, 10 years.
10 years now, yeah. Nolene, I don't know, I want to sell this because, I want to tell you about this because I met Nolene when she was 16 and she was the Australasian champion of shorthand. Now, I don't know if anybody even knows or does shorthand anymore. And it's she was the champion of the design of how she actually wrote the shorthand. Can you imagine Australasia? That's quite a big, huge territory that's taken in Asia, Southeast Asia and Australia. And Nolene would take shorthand from the general managers, the top managers, directors, and I don't think they had a president. It was just the top general managers of the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. And then after she'd taken shorthand up there, she'd meet me in the elevators and we would race the 2 elevators down the bottom to the stairs. Hey, Nolene! Hi, Janet! What floor are you on? Of course, that's when they decided I needed to go to children's department. Okay, let's go back to your wonderful trip here to the States. What's next?
Another girlfriend, Shalene.
Oh,
and
nice.
Her sister-in-law, Beverly, and Gillian.
Oh, so there's like 5 of you going
There's
to be
5
traveling?
of us.
5 of you?
5 of us.
Wow, that's going to be wonderful.
And we have 4 nights in Waikiki.
Oh, that's fun.
And then we join the Pride of America cruise liner. And we've got 7 nights sailing the seas.
No, all around the islands.
All around the islands. We visit 5 islands, or 4. 5 including Honolulu. And then it's a 7-night trip. We come back for 1 night. We have 1 more night in Honolulu. And then we fly home to Australia.
Yeah.
But with lots of memories and lots of fun times.
Definitely.
Yes.
And then we'll have this record of you being on the Mini Woodstock Festival with Lucy Luca.
It's wonderful.
Wow, it's amazing.
And it's nice to actually meet Lucy Luca.
Yeah, she only knew. Lucy used to. Remember it, Lucy?
Yes.
See, Nolene remembers Lucy when I was Lucy Luca reporter for the Australian Broadcasting Corporation's magazine. I created a social club magazine and no one ever knew who Lucy was, did they?
No, I never knew.
I kept Lucy a secret, actually until 1978 when she then started to come out, but nobody really knew. Some people thought, oh, it has to be Janet and Tutu. Which reminds me, you know what's coming up next, Nolene? It's Tutu. So let's cheers and say, have a bon voyage trip to Hawaii, come back and see us some more, give our love to all the grandkids and the children and the friends and your mum. Bless her mum, she's still
she's 89 and still going well.
She's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And I love you lots.
I love you too, darling.
Thank you for coming to see us. Everybody do not adjust your TV sets because Tutu is coming up next. Bye from Lucy Luca. See you next month. Oh, I just received a text. Oh my goodness, you got me with my hair all in rollers. Anyway, I'm excited because Tutu Time is about to happen, everybody. So all the boys and girls get ready because we have 2 wonderful stars coming to Tutu Time today. All right, now I'm going to go get ready. Bye. See you at Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. For the young stars of Foreave. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams.
dreams. Tutu time. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams at Tutu time. It's Tutu time and she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Tutu time and she loves you. Yeah. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams. You're the young stars of Foreave. Tutu time, Tutu time. It's Tutu time.
Now we have a wonderful guest, and you have met his brothers and his sister. Yes, it's Bradley Metcalf, the other triplet. So what's it like being a triplet, Bradley?
You have 3 brothers and you have 1 big sister.
Couples. I remember looking after you from when you were a little tiny baby. Do you remember Tutu watching you all that time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're in school, huh? Okay. Tell us all a bit about school. Are you at Kellogg School? Do all the 3 brothers? Are you in the same class?
Yeah.
Oh, the 3 of you are in the same class? That's fantastic. Usually they like split up twins and split up triplets, which is, I don't think they need to do that. And I'm so glad that your principal and your teacher kept you all together, because you guys have a lot of fun and you're good kids, aren't you? Yeah, so tell me what you like about Kellogg.
Sometimes you get to watch TV because they have a TV.
No.
In the classrooms.
They have TV in the classrooms at Kellogg School. What sort of programs do they show you?
They only do it for playing community. You make these little people, and then you build little cars, and then you use a rubber band for the seat belt.
Wow.
And you make driver's license.
You get a driver's license?
Not a real one, it's just a fake one for the little people.
Just a fake one for the little people. Are you the little people?
No.
Oh, the little people in the community. Oh, you're the policeman.
No, Travis is. I'm the
Travis is the policeman? I thought, oh no, Jack's the fireman, right?
and I'm the sanitation.
You're the sanitation guy. Oh yeah, you always wanted to do the trash man when you were little. Now you get to be a sanitation guy. What does the sanitation man do?
He cleans the sewers and he picks up trash and he works a lot.
He
And the bank always has lots of trash, cause all those checks that they rip.
Oh, the bank has a lot of trash. The bank with all the checks.
And for the trash cans, you use cups. Little cups.
Oh, I see. That's what you use in the community that you play in the classroom as being a... I get it. And you pick up the trash with a cup. Like as if you're the trash man in the street, but he has a big trash bin. But in the classroom, you pretend and you use a cup. Is that what happens?
Yeah,
Cool.
and when my friend Joshua comes over, then we do a razor scooter party, and we do jumps and stuff.
Wow, it sounds like you do a lot of fun things
And
at
I
school.
can jump up my scooter.
Wow.
And land on my wheels, and I can do a back trick with only one wheel and I can do it on the back with the back wheel, only with that back wheel.
I can remember you were the one that always climbed up the inside of the doors and way up high when you were little. Are you still climbing up things? Yeah? You still like that?
And sometimes at the school, then I climb up the play structure.
Wow. So you really like to go high up, huh? You're not scared?
But I make sure I don't go too high because I'm a little bit afraid of heights.
Are you? Well, you did really good for being afraid of heights. You're always going up really high. I think you must like that scary feeling that you get.
But my mind says, just don't be scared, just climb.
That's what Mum says. Don't be scared, just
No,
climb.
my mind.
Oh, your mind. I thought you said your mum, because I don't remember Mummy saying that. His mind says, don't be scared and climb. Enjoy being a triplet?
Uh-huh.
Did you think your brothers look like you or you look like them?
But I look like them.
That's amazing. So do you have anything special you want to tell everybody out there today in TV land?
And Anna is Eileen's friend, and Anna always mixes me up with Jack and Travis.
Anna does?
Yeah, and sometimes she's mean.
Oh dear, I hope not. That's not good.
But she's mostly nice.
She's mostly nice. Well, I think we all get mean sometimes, don't we? And we all get nice. I think that's important that we remember. Tutu used to teach you that, you know, life is all about cause and effect, isn't it, Bradley? If we be nice, we get nice things in return. If we be mean, we get mean things, right?
Yeah.
Wave goodbye to everybody from Tutu Time. You going to come back again? Yeah, you think so? Well, tell them, say bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Well, hi, here we are back at Tutu Time again. And I hope you've been enjoying our show. Today I have a great guest, a beautiful girl. She is from San Marcos High School, and she's with the front ensemble. Yes, we're going to find out all about what that is in a second. I'm going to introduce Jessie Riedman. She's going to talk to you, and she's from the front ensemble at San Marcos High School. So Jessie, tell us all about that. What does that mean to be in the front ensemble?
Well, we're part of the percussion section, but we don't include drums. We include marimbas, vibraphones, racks, which include cymbals and toms. We include synthesizers, which are basically electric pianos. We include timpanis and all sorts of other little instruments that add to the whole effect.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. It is. And so what made you join the front ensemble and not, say, the Winter Guard or the drumming? You know, why that? Why the front ensemble?
I saw a performance of the marching band at school, and they announced that they needed new members for their winter drumline program, and I was interested, so I went with a friend just to check it out and see what it was all about. I went in and I put my name in, and I went to a couple practices, and the instructors were so nice, and they helped me along and they helped me learn, because I didn't know anything, but they encouraged me and they helped me learn, and I just fell in love with it right on the spot.
Great. And so it doesn't bother you, all the rehearsals, because you have to do lots of rehearsals, right?
Yeah, we do.
And how often do you have to rehearse for all of these competitions that you do, right? And shows. It's kind of like a sport, isn't it? It's a dancing, what was it called? What is it called again?
Marching band.
It's just marching band. Okay.
Yes.
So in regards to in the winter, though, do you do something different also?
I
like
do.
The Winter Guard does their own winter thing in the winter and breaks away from the marching band, right?
Yes.
Well, does the ensemble do something?
Yes, we morph into winter percussion, which is indoors. It's usually inside gyms, and it's just the drum line, which are the drums, and they march behind us, and then the front ensemble, which is me.
Oh, that's wonderful. And are you sort of like a captain or a?
I will be this coming year. This year is my senior year, so I'm going to be co-captain with the drum co-captain.
Oh, how exciting! That must be really fun.
I'm very excited.
Are you really excited?
Yes.
And it's your senior year, so
yes.
Oh my goodness, this is your last year at high school.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness! So tell us a little bit about your future plans. What do you want to do once you leave high school? Are you going to go to college or?
I'm going to go to the City College in Santa Barbara, and I'm hoping to continue with percussion, whether that's an independent drumline or teaching somehow or something. I really want to continue with this.
I do. I know when Lazelle was on Mini Woodstock Festival, he said how he had that desire, and you feel that too. Yeah. My daughter, she teaches the Winter Guard and the ensemble for the Color Guard, and she was the same. Just like you're saying that you have this inner feeling, this passion for what you love to do. She was the same. And so that's wonderful. You must be very excited. And your family all support this dream of yours to continue?
Yes, definitely. My mom is very supportive of me in everything that I do.
That's exciting. So do you have something else you'd like to tell us about? Anything, maybe your family or anything that you want to tell us about before we go today?
just if you do join drumline or marching band or winter guard or whatever, the students and the staff, they all become kind of your family. You morph into this one big group that all love to perform and work together, and you create this amazing product that entertains so many people, and it's such an amazing experience, and you love what you grow to love it and love the people that you work with and see every day.
Let's thank Jessie for coming on the show today, and good luck with everything, you know, and please come back to Tutu Time and tell us all the exciting things that you're doing in the future, okay? So let's say bye-bye for now for Tutu Time. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you all enjoyed Tutu Time this month. Now stay on Channel 17, TVSB, because we're still at the Mini Woodstock, and I have a wonderful guest with me today. And you will all know her, I'm sure, because she's very popular on TVSB. She does a lot of different programs for TVSB. Also, she's a commercial star. She goes on television, on commercial TV. You may have seen her in some of the advertisements. And we really are so excited that she's come and said, yes, Ravel, I'll be interviewed on Mini Woodstock. So I'm very excited. We're going to find out all about her life and why she loves to be in the entertainment industry. So right now I'm going to introduce you to Dominique Samario, who was Dominique Blocker, and she's recently been married. So Dominique, tell us all about yourself. Why is it so important to you to be in the entertainment field? I mean, I know why it's important to me. I love the entertainment field, always have, you know. Why is it that you chose the entertainment field? Why here in Santa Barbara? Where were you born? Tell us all about yourself, your family, everything. Dominique Samario.
I love this. Thank you for that lovely introduction. So I have known since I was little that I wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I just knew when I was growing up, I was like, that's for sure what I'm going to do. The bigger question was, how was I going to do it? What did I want to do in the entertainment industry? So I was in theater, and I started doing some acting in high school. So I went to college at the University of Southern California, and I majored in theater there. And it's a great spot to major in that type of field, because in Los Angeles, everything revolves around the entertainment industry, which was a lot of fun. But then I started to think, you know, how can my job have a little bit more meaning, maybe? I really wanted to be giving back at the same time. So I decided to also study media communication. So, and that's more along the lines of, say, journalism and news and
Documentaries.
Documentaries, too, right? Exactly.
Okay,
so more about, you know, true stories and community-focused media.
Where were you actually born, though?
Well, I was born in California.
Oh, okay,
but here's,
so you're a Cali girl.
I am a California girl.
She's a surfer girl.
Yeah, maybe. I did grow up by the beach. But I don't know, I think also part of what sort of shaped me growing up is my dad was in the military, so I moved around a lot.
Okay.
And I've lived in, you know, multiple states, from West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, you know, in the desert, I mean, all over the place, on the beach. So I loved meeting people, and I think that actually played a role in kind of the final path that I chose in entertainment. I really love interviewing people and hearing people's stories.
I think that you have a very personable way about you, and I think that comes across when you're on television. You really, really stand out as being a very loving human being, and I think that goes a long way when you're in television. It comes across on the camera.
I think you're right. I mean, I think and I hope that even though there's kind of like this wall between the TV and the viewer, the more personable you are and the more real that you are, I hope that comes across, and it sort of brings the other person into the television world, you know, and they're sort of experiencing these things with you. And I think that can be so exciting because it opens up a lot of doors for people. You know, somebody told me from watching TVSB, I mean, your show included, that they can't get out a lot. But they experience things through watching. And I thought, what a cool thing to be a part of, you know, for somebody to feel like they're experiencing the world through your stories, you know.
Well, that's, I must let the viewers know at this point, because it's very sad for me. I went to a couple of retirement homes, you know, different friends of mine are in retirement homes. And folks out there, please, 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 when you are on Cox Cable, get the box. We were saying that last night at Matt Schuster's. We kind of, Dan's always saying, you always make slogans. And I was like, if you got Cox, get the box. And then you get free TVSB, you know, because there's a lot of people out there that don't even know about that.
No, and actually...
And retirement homes, for goodness sake.
Absolutely. Yeah, and people, you know what I tell them? Contact me directly. So you can email me and just let me know that either you'd like a box and we can work with Cox to get you that, or if you tried and they told you that it might cost money, it shouldn't. So, you know, there's a lot of people... you kind of get call centers that you're sent to when you call in, but that doesn't mean that we can't solve the problem. So feel free to contact me. We really want everybody to have access. And most likely, you know, say you can't be watching this because you don't have a box, but if you know somebody who doesn't have one, let them know that they can contact us.
Let's get back to how was it? Did you know, I know you're a commercial actress.
Yeah.
You've been on commercial television.
Yes.
What was that like for you?
I actually got approached to be in a commercial because I just sent in a testimonial. And I said, I use these products, and they were like, send in a picture and write your story. So I did. I didn't think anything would come of it. And they contacted me. They're like, yeah, we'd love to hear more about you. And I honestly sort of thought, this is a joke. Like, there's no way this is going to go anywhere. So really, though, after lots and lots of discussion and talking to them, they ended up, you know, I've flown to San Francisco multiple times and go through the shoot. And something that I really think is neat about the commercial work that I've done is it's unscripted. So it really is telling your own story, which, like I was saying earlier, is what I love. I love like talking and trying to relate to people. And so I always felt like, you know, if I can tell my story and it inspires someone else to do something or maybe buy something as long as it works for you, you know, I just think that's a really cool thing. And I mean, working in commercials is always fun because I'm sure you've been on sets and everybody's taking care of you and they have 1,000 outfits for you to choose from. And, you know, there's lots of food, and that's sometimes dangerous, but no, I'm joking. But, you know, it's really fun and a great experience.
I remember when I was in Australia, your age, and I was very much, I was in commercials and a lot of different music commercials back then, believe it or not. Wow, yeah, okay. I always listened to, there's one, the Venus song, and I remember that I was in that commercial as a young person, and it was very exciting. And I think that everybody out there, if you have this dream, to really pursue it. And the one thing about TVSB, and Dominique will really attest to this, that TVSB is a great local television network where you can do your dreams. You know, I mean, get in touch with me at Mini Woodstock, and if you're a musician, if you're an entrepreneur in the entertainment field, I would love to have you on. And also, never ever stop doing your dreams. And I think that's part of it, isn't it? I mean, it's like nice to go to work every day doing what you love to do.
It's true.
And Dominique does that.
No,
you know?
I mean, it really is true. You go to work and you remind yourself, sometimes it's work and sometimes it's hard, but at the end of the day, and you think, what do I want to do? I want to impact people and I want to work in media. Well, that's what I'm doing.
It's very exciting. So I'd like to hear a little bit about you personally.
I have a mom and a dad, and we're very close. I'm the youngest of 2 siblings, so all the cousins and everything. I always was like the little one, you know. Yeah, so I think I was just like, you know how it is. You're kind of, it's okay to be whoever you want to be. Yeah. They think everything's funny, and they were always really encouraging of me. So I think that's probably the biggest role that my family had. They really said, if you work hard, we'll support you in whatever it is that you want to do. And they always knew that I wanted to give back somehow. So we're really close. My brother doesn't live here. He's actually a track and field coach. But like looking back, even my brother being a coach to youth, you know, and college students. My dad works for the federal government now, even after the military. So he gives back. My mom worked with kids, and now I work in community. I feel like we all kind of work in jobs where we give back. Yeah, nice. So I think that's kind of a good tie.
And so, you know, what does Dominique Well, no, let's not forget the one most important man,
Maybe.
Robert.
Yes.
Robert, lovely Robert Samario is a
Yes.
lovely chap. She married a really lovely guy. Tell us
is
about
great.
Robert and the romantic wedding you had not so long ago.
One thing that might be kind of interesting, since this is about entertainment, we actually met on a shoot. I was doing a video shoot.
Oh.
And so I had just moved to Santa Barbara, and I was doing a video shoot for my first TV channel that I started working at here. And we needed to borrow a really big truck. It was just part of the storyline for this video. And Robert had a really big truck at the time. So he, being the very nice guy he is, he would lend you, like, if he didn't even know, you'd be like, oh, do you need my car? Sure, you know. So he lent us, the TV channel, he lent us his truck. And we're out there shooting, and he came out just to say, like, hey, is everything going well? Do you need any help with the car, you know? And he introduced himself. And that was the first time I ever met him. And we only saw each other a few times throughout the rest of the year. But I always remembered him as being so kind, you know? And anyways, fast forward 4 years later, and we got married down by the beach in Santa Barbara.
So how did you start going out? I mean, you didn't go from seeing him and then get married.
Well, actually, he was biking from San Francisco to Santa Barbara.
Wow,
because he's like, I know, he's crazy. He's sort of like me, which is why it's a good match. But he had this goal to bike from Canada to Mexico.
Oh,
it was this big sort of, you know, like life list, you know. So he decided, I'm gonna start doing this. If I want to accomplish it, I've got to start making it happen. So I would always bike to work, and he would see me biking to work. But I mean, the extent of my biking, I was mainly a runner, so I didn't really bike. I thought biking for a long time was like an hour and a half, you know. But I would ride to work, and he was like, oh, do you like to bicycle? And I'm like, yeah, of course, you know. And he's like, well, I'm planning a trip, and you know, people are signing up to go with me. Do you want to ride from San Francisco to Santa Barbara? I had never ridden more than an hour and a half, and I thought, yeah.
Wow.
Sure, I don't really know you that well, but you seem like a very nice person, and he had a group of people, so I always joke that it was like, you know, 3 guys and me. I was the only girl who signed up for this, actually, and I decided to start training, and I'd never used, you know, like you see the really serious cyclists and their feet are clipped into the pedal, and then I had to bike with bags on my bike, and here's the crazy thing. I actually never, ever put the bags loaded onto my bike to practice. Because you know, you like load your stuff.
Yeah, right.
So we actually started our bike ride by crossing the Golden Gate Bridge. And you're like on a narrow, you know, it's like a sidewalk, and it's, you know, I know it was very safe, but it seemed scary.
And the wind?
And the wind is gusting. And here's the thing, I didn't want to tell them. I didn't want to say,
I'm scared.
I'm scared, and I never practiced because I felt really stupid. I thought, oh my God, I should have thought about this, and I should have practiced once. So I'm on my bike for the first time ever with like 2 huge bags, and I'm like, oh my God, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. And so luckily I didn't ever crash, which was good. But from that point, we became really, really good friends. And
all the way from
we rode
San Francisco to
Santa Barbara. Took 5 days. I've never been so sore on my booty. It was really painful, but now, here's what's amazing. Now we have bikes all the way from Canada to Mexico.
You did it.
On Highway 1. Yeah, we did it in 4 trips. And
Congratulations.
I figured if we can survive that, we should be able to survive married life, right? I mean,
The bike fashion show in town, folks. Dominique was the MC of that, and it was beautiful. And the 2 of them, Robert and Dominique, did the same thing. You rode off as the married couple at the end of that. It was wonderful. What is in the future for Dominique?
I'm really excited that at TV Santa Barbara, I'm now the Director of Communications and Creative Services. So I actually host 2 shows and produce 2 shows. South Coast Spotlight and a news magazine show, which is kind of like the little segments.
So you're doing what you like to do.
Exactly. I also started another show called the 805 Focus. My first job in media was working in travel, and so I always love to encourage people to travel.
Gosh, as I said, I had a wonderful guest for us today. You know, I'm very excited, and as I said, Dominique is an exciting, wonderful person for everybody to meet, and it does come across on television when you're on there. You can just feel that. So thank you. I want to say thank you, and here's cheers. Yes. Good luck to you and Robert.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and your family, and good luck with all your endeavors, Dominique. And thank you for coming to the Mini Woodstock Festival and sharing with everybody on TVSB about yourself. We're very, very excited to have this wonderful star with us from US Bands Co-op.
Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing and letting people be stars on your show.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, everybody. So, hey, I'm sure that we must be having a musician coming up next, so don't adjust your TV sets. Stay on Channel 17. You're watching the Mini Woodstock Festival on TVSB, and next is our musician segment, so stay tuned now. Bye-bye. Now, we're at the musician part of the Mini Woodstock Festival TV show, and I'm very excited. You will all remember this lady. She was a producer on the July episode. Yes, Louise Palanca. I'm very excited to say, remember I said I'd have her back as a musician? Yes, she's a drummer. I'm so excited. So I'd like to introduce you again to Louise Palanca. Hi, Louise. So glad you could make it.
Hi, Ravel. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Anyway, so Louise is a drummer. So I'm excited to hear all about your life as a drummer. I know the part about your family where your parents were like, no, we can't have a drummer in the family.
I just always remember drumming. I don't ever remember not drumming. So I just think it's a part of who I am.
So you were one of these people was always doing this everywhere you went?
On anything and on everything. So, being told, Louise, stop drumming, that was to me, I was hearing, we don't approve of who you are.
Okay.
Not just what you do, but who you are was the way I heard it. And so it was hurtful. And probably about my childhood, I would say that was the most hurtful thing that was ever done to me.
Wow.
To say, you can't do this. It wasn't just like saying you can't have a paper route or, you can't cross the street against traffic. It was like an ongoing wound. And I didn't really heal from it until I healed myself, which was I got old enough to buy my own drum set.
Wow.
In my 20s.
Right. Well, we know about drumming because Dan and I have a son, and Arthur was drumming from 2 years of age. We have photographs of him. We bought him his first drum set at 2 years of age. Actually, he wanted an earring at 2, and I said, no, I think, come and tell me when you're 4. Well, when he was 3, I said, what do you want for your birthday? So I told you last year I wanted an earring.
He still wanted it.
So I said, okay, let's give him an earring. Well, of course, I think he wears 2 earrings now, I'm not sure, and tongue rings and goodness knows what rings. Mm-hmm. But he was a drummer from 2 years of age, and it was so obvious that you had to encourage that. So I can't imagine your parents not really realizing they should encourage that. It's a shame because you did it anyway, though.
Well, you really can't stop what's innate. And so I think for any kid who's being told you can't do this or you can't do that, just say to yourself for now, because you're going to get past your childhood and you're going to be able to do whatever you need to do and follow your passion and follow your bliss and find it. And not all parents are supportive of everything that you are. And we are different things. You could have said to have undrummed me.
Yes.
And there's nothing you could have said to ungay my brother. He's just gay. So, we are who we are. Yep. And my parents are like amazing on all levels. But just that one thing, they had 4 kids and they probably talked about it and said, it's just too loud. Yeah. And she's already too much of a tomboy. And, for whatever reason, it was just, no. And on that, I think they made the wrong call, but, they did a really great job of raising 4 amazing human beings. So you can't really dwell on it, you just have to move on.
So what did you do, though, between those years where you weren't actually allowed, so to speak, to play drums, and all of a sudden you did at 20? So what was going on you left home when you were 18 or 20 or?
Yeah, I moved from Buffalo, New York out to California when I was 24.
Okay.
But, I always had drumsticks and I always played the pillows and the bed and things that were soft. And I remember, I bought my drum set and I said to a friend who was a drummer, I said, well, how do you do your feet? You know, because I was really good with my hands, but no one had ever said. And I also had taught myself how to drum and sing at the same time because I figured I'd seen people do that. If that's possible, you know, I should learn how to do that. So that's like a third limb because it's a, you know, it's like doing this. So I could drum with my hands and sing, and I could sing harmonies, and I was good at harmonies and all that. So I said to a friend, like at about 24, well, what do you do with your feet? And he showed me some basic patterns, and I practiced it, and within an hour I had it. So I think my body and my spirit just knew how to drum. Like I've drummed in former lives.
Okay.
I'm pretty convinced of that. Why else would it be so strong in me? Right. And if you love something, like I say with kids, it's like, you know, people say to me like, oh, my kid wants to be an actor. And I'm like, well, let's see if he continues to ask for that next year and the year after that. And then maybe, you know, you should pursue it. But just because he wants it now doesn't mean it's the best thing for him. And maybe, you know, your kid said he wanted an earring, and the next year he said I want an earring, and the following year you gave him an earring.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I guess he really wants an earring because he doesn't stop asking for it. But, you know, you don't have to buy them everything they say they want.
No.
You can say, here's a drum pad, and watch him. See if he drums for a year. If he drums for a year on the pad,
That's exactly.
buy him a drum set.
Right, right. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly it. Mind you, he had a drum set at 2. He was 2 years of age. We have pictures of him with the drum set. And
drumming is so primal that you don't need drums to drum. You can just drum. So whatever you want to do, just do it, and then eventually the world will open up to you, and you'll have whatever you need.
wonderful. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you all next month on Mini Woodstock Festival. But right now, we are going to jam with Louise Palenka.
You
Maurice Palanca with As We Are at the ABG Studios. Mini Woodstock Festival. 2013. How do you know that you're in a really good space? Because we had the internet, baby. If you're not on Facebook, you don't know how anyone looks. That you may have met many years ago. 2013 is the place to go. 2013 is the space age. 2013 is the space age. I'm on the internet, are you? I'm on Facebook too. Oh, we're Webbers, are you? We're on your place, baby. Are you on your place? You better be on your place. We talk about so many things. Your place is the place for everything. Hey, yeah, you better get with it, baby. Oh, we're on yourplace.com. Call us up and give us a song. We're on yourplace.com. Call us up and give us a song, 'cause you're in 2013, baby. Woo, woo, woo. Go on, go Louis. Woo. Woo. 2013 is the time when all the teens are on Facebook, baby. They Twitter, baby. 2013, come to your place.com. Your place.com. Yourplace.com. 2013, come along to yourplace.com.
Thank you.